Hi, folks. Got an absolutely amazing guest here today. I've spoken to him once before on Zoom, but I do know him. He's Stephen Eldridge, a fantastic guy. He's been brilliant on TikTok. He's had very, very popular channels, very outspoken, and he's now living out in Poland. So I want to find out what that's all about. How are you, Stephen?
I'm all right, Liam. Good to meet you. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you.
Yeah, so I mean, for people who who haven't watched the previous podcast that we did, tell us a bit about yourself, your
Yeah,
background.
so I started going on the TikTok when I just had enough. We had a chat back a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now. Might be
Yeah,
about a year ago. I'm not sure, something like that. And built up quite a big following. Unfortunately, got hacked, and I had a few issues. But the immigration issue, the situation with the government and things like that we chatted about, and I started to go into reform to have a look at them. We had a chat about that as well, about the reform thing. And then yeah, I decided to move to Poland, mate, after all that. Just had enough. My wife's Polish. I've
yeah.
been out here 7 months, something like that.
Well,
um,
let's go through the background. So the reason that you left the country was the fact that the England, Britain, whatever was falling apart, really. Well, what were your main issues?
I had a few life threats, to be honest, Liam, as well.
Right.
After my podcast.
Really?
I had
So
a,
people
I
were
had
actually
a-
threatening you online?
Yeah, I had a few issues. Yeah, I won't speak too much about it 'cause it just
No.
caused me issues. But a few things that I said, a couple of people weren't happy with. And the police rang me and said, "You've got to come in, you've had a threat to your life that we'd take seriously." I never told you that.
Really?
That actually happened. Yeah, that actually happened. Yeah.
Right. Mind you, you are a tough guy. You've had
Yeah.
a bit of a past.
I just laughed and asked if I could defend myself. That's all I did. And said, "Well, can I defend myself?" They said, "Well, the reason they call you the police is they have a look and they see who's had the threat, I think." And
Yes.
the only thing they said to me was, "You can't defend yourself with any weapons, or it doesn't give you the right to carry any weapons to defend yourself," and blah blah blah. And all I just said is, "I've got two big dogs. I'm all right, thanks."
And
But
also,
anyway, yeah,
you
yeah,
are
and
Millwall. You are Millwall. So there you go.
yeah, yeah. So, but nah, mate, we live our life and try and get on. But yeah, that, and then a couple of issues, mate. I wanted to try it. Like, look, I've been to Singapore to work. I've been all around Thailand, been Malaysia, I've been America, I've been all around the world. I thought my wife's Polish. How difficult can it be? The country's nice. I've been there many, many times, but you wouldn't believe how difficult it really is. You
Because
wouldn't
it's
believe.
interesting because people over here, as you know, are so pissed with the government. They're worried about the future. They're worried about digital ID. They're worried about taxation. There is so many
I'll
issues
give you a
going.
tip on digital ID, a big thing about
Yeah,
digital ID in a second. Sorry to
yeah,
jump in, but
yeah.
that's half the reason that I've got to leave here because
Oh,
of
really?
digital ID. Yeah. So I've opened a business up here as well. I don't know if you've seen, Liam. I've opened a shop. The wife's doing a TikTok
That's right.
channel. I opened a hair
Beautician
salon.
hairdressing. Yeah, yeah.
So everything in Poland is the way England are trying to be. There is no way around anything. I can't have a mobile phone without an ID card. I
Really.
can't do nothing. I'm literally like yeah, I've got to be honest. I'm an immigrant, so I've had to. I'm an immigrant without an hotel. I've got an house. Do you
Right.
understand? So I
Yeah,
haven't got
yeah.
no rights to work. I haven't got no rights. I've opened a company, but I personally can't work.
Right.
But my wife can because she's Polish. Do you understand what I mean? And they've got an ID card. And it's interesting that this come up. The ID card is the gateway to eating food and drinking water in Poland.
Really.
Yeah, and the businesses, the taxes, you wouldn't believe the tax in Europe. You wouldn't believe it. We think England's in trouble.
Now, this is really interesting because the general viewpoint from people over here is that England is the pits, that, we're taxed to hell, we're going to be digital ID, they're going to control us and this, that, and the other. So you based your decision on what was badly going on in the UK, but
Yeah,
now you're saying by moving to Poland, it's
yeah,
worse.
yeah,
I mean, just,
yeah.
just
People don't live here,
know
so they
that.
don't understand. So everything, I'm not a crook, but we all have to live, we all have to eat, we all have to pay our tax, and we all, in England, tax avoidance is legal, correct?
Yes.
Um, Tax evasion is illegal. Avoidance, you do what you can to pay as little, at least as you can. Everyone is the same. In Poland, there's no possibility of doing anything. You open a limited company, the money's not yours, it's a limited company, it's no problem. it's the limit on the tax structure, Liam. There's a thing called Zeus. Zeus is a national health bill. That can go up to 32% of your wage.
Really?
Yeah,
God.
and then you've got your tax at 18%.
So you're on 50.
You're on 52 by the
Right.
time you pay some fees, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge amount. And then that comes
And
off.
listen to the limit.
Yeah.
24 grand.
So my maths, you're 12 grand or something that you can have. Is that it?
Basically,
So,
when you hit 24 grand a year,
yeah.
you go from the middle tax to the top tax.
And how much is that?
52%.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And
What's
being
the,
a foreigner, any
yeah.
other business I've got in the world, they want half of that and all.
Even though, so you've still got a business back in England because you
Yeah,
do
I've
like
got a couple. Yeah,
railway.
I've got a couple. Yeah, I've got a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. So any earnings on that, you've got to give them
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, half.
Half of it. Oh, that's pretty steep, isn't
And
it?
and the other one is they tax you on the turnover, not on the profit.
Okay.
So if you're
Right. So
making a loss,
your
you still owe them
expenses.
money.
Yeah. So were you aware of all of that before you
No,
went?
no. I
No.
should have maybe done a bit of homework. I took a chance. You don't know
Yeah.
till you get here. I was getting married in May. I've still got my house in England. It's a case of just like we've been away for 6 months. It's one of them. Have a look and see what happens. I opened a business here, but luckily in Poland you can sell an operational business. So I'll just sell it. Do you know what I mean?
Right. So when,
It's cheap to live here, Liam.
yeah.
It's a great tourist place, but I understand why the locals are miserable.
Right. Okay. So are the locals miserable? Because we get all of this sort of from over here that we think, oh, Poland's great, they're patriotic, this, that, and the other. That this could be a place we could
Well, they
run
are
to.
patriotic and they have had enough of immigration, and unfortunately, I'm an immigrant, so that
Yeah.
tells you all you need to know. I've experienced what it's like to be an immigrant in another country for 6 months,
Tell us
7 months.
about that. What's happened to you?
In the government buildings, I was spoke to like I was bottom of the shoe. My daughter's been told she's not welcome at the school because she'll never catch up. She speaks Polish, she doesn't read it.
Right.
So she's gone from level 6 to level 0. So we've got to take her home for. There's loads of reasons, Liam. There's loads of things, like not just one or two. It's quite a few things. My wife went to see the school to say, look, we'll send her for extra lessons. We'll send her private school. And the teacher basically said, look, even you don't speak proper Polish.
Really?
And that's to my Polish wife because she left the country 22 years ago. So they're trying to make out like she doesn't have the right accent either.
Really? And so
Yeah.
have you had sort of,
I
people,
think they've had enough of Ukrainian refugees. I think that's what it is. I think
yeah,
they've been flooded, like England's been flooded with Islam.
yes,
They've been flooded with 3 million Ukrainians.
right, okay,
So they took a lot of work, they took a lot of business, they took a lot of tax money. So I think in general they've got the same attitude as us towards immigrants. They've had enough.
right, okay.
It doesn't
So
matter
would
whether you're
you
white or
advise,
brown or, huh?
yeah, would you advise anybody to be doing what you have done and go to Poland?
I'd give it a go. It might suit them. It doesn't suit me. The
Yeah,
country itself is beautiful. The streets are clean. There's no radical Islamics. There's no terrorist attacks. There's a lot of things that are really good.
yeah,
But for my situation, Liam, regarding business and not being Polish,
yes,
it could take me 3 or 4 years and I'm too old to wait 3 or 4 years. I'm
right,
going to school. I've been going to school for the last 2, 3 months. I'm learning the language the best I can, but the how can I say, it's like being in communist. It's like
yes,
communism. The
yeah.
the system is very communist.
How difficult is it to learn the language?
It's the hardest language other than Mandarin.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah, so I've been doing it for 3 months and 6 months, and 6 months in total, a couple of times a week. And I understand more than I can say, put it that way.
Yeah. Do you
So you
find it
couldn't.
difficult? I mean, is it? I watched one of your videos where you were saying, I don't know if it's because you're getting older, not that you're old. You know what I mean?
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
You just
think it
can't
is. I
retain it.
can't retain it. You can't. Yeah, you learn it, you know it, you don't remember it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
um, Yeah, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs. I don't know what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I can't remember when I'm here and then I'm going down the stairs. I've forgotten.
What I left upstairs. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely. And I have
Mate,
noticed more because I'm older than you, and I have noticed it's slightly getting a little bit worse. Your memory just gets a little bit. You do think, oh yeah, I'm going down to the kitchen, and then you've got no idea what you've gone there for.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, gone.
Sometimes when I'm doing an interview and all, my mind can suddenly go blank, and I think, what am I talking about? What am I
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
What I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I think it's
So,
just maybe I left it a bit too late in age, and maybe look, I
yeah.
spoke to a couple of my pals. I've got visa issues, I've got other issues, whatever. But I spoke a couple to my pals, and one of my mates said, "If you don't try it, you don't know."
Yes. When you
And I've,
get a visa, I mean, is the whole visa thing difficult? Are there
yeah,
loads of conditions?
yeah,
Or even if you get a visa, does it, I mean, a bit like my mate Jason over in Thailand, I think I don't know if it's every 3 or 6 months he has to
3
go and
years.
renew. Yeah, he has to renew it as a retirement visa or something that he has to do.
Yeah,
And for you, it's what? It's 3 years over there, is it?
3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Yeah. But
Right.
if
And
you
how's
think it's taken them 6 months, and I've had two interviews and fucking sorry, I've had
yeah, no.
two interviews and nothing yet. And the
Oh, so you
problem
still
is,
haven't
is
got
that
one?
no,
No.
I've been stuck here. It's been like being in open prison. I haven't been able to do any business. My wife's been back to England 4 times for business. I've been stuck here with the dogs. I ain't been able to
Really?
leave. Yeah, you can't leave. If you
Oh,
leave,
so you can't go home? You can't go home?
no, no,
No.
no,
So you're stuck. So you could be stuck there until you get your visa, and then you can leave the country.
no. So you can leave the country, but you
Yeah.
can't come back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, for
Right.
180 days.
Right.
So I can't just go. I missed my grandson's birthday. That was a big thing.
Yes.
I can't just go home for a birthday and come back. That might make me happier. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
might do
Yeah.
that, but I can't do that. I can't just go home and come back because I ain't got a visa. You leave the country, they'll send. I might get the visa. They've said something about my criminal record,
Yes.
historical. They've said something about that, so I'm waiting to see what happens. But as we speak now, and the worst, it's not the worst thing, mate. Mate, it ain't been a nightmare. I got married here. It's a lovely place. It is what it is. But there's just too many things. You put a list of 30 things, 15 against, 15 for. It's about 2010. When it
Yeah.
starts to get to 22, 23, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Like
So
everything you want in here is a problem.
really. So
Yeah.
what would the difference the visa? What would that make? Would that shift it to be a more positive thing?
Not really, because the issue as well, what the tax,
Yeah. That's
the
huge, isn't it?
tax. Well, it is on your worldwide income, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got to pay tax in England on the limited company,
Yeah.
draw out my dividends, and
Yes.
then pay tax on it when it comes to here.
That's a bit much, isn't it? That's a little bit much. Yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
going to get 25% of your 100% salary, aren't you? That's what you're going to get. Like, you know,
That's
and the fact that in England you can live on dividends of say 12 grand and then pay yourself 40 grand dividends, pay tax on it. No problem. 50 grand a year. Yeah. Just say that.
yeah. Yes.
Right. 50 grand a year is taxed at 50% after 24 grand.
Yeah.
Because
It's
they're lower standard of living here. Do you understand what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
yeah, your house is cheap and your food's cheap. And if you
Yeah.
drink and you party, it's cheap.
Yeah.
But if you want to build a business and you want to, and now they're changing the law about immigrants buying properties and stuff as well, like two
Oh,
years,
really?
3 years. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So have you rented or have you? Or
Yeah, no, I rented. I paid rent for a year. I've
yeah.
done that from March last year. So I got till March, but the issue is the daughter as well, the schooling. She's gone
Yeah.
from level 6,
Yes.
top of the classes, to 0.
Right. So
So
what are you going to do? Are you going to pack it up? Are you all going to come home?
yeah, so my wife will be home in 2 weeks to put Nadia into school
So that goes. Oh yeah.
after half term.
Yes.
She can't afford. I can't end up with another kid uneducated and in trouble, and I can't have that. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So I've got to make sure. And she just nothing like I say, out of 20, 30 things, 75% bad, 25% good. It's not enough. Do you know what I mean?
Is it particularly? Do you think that country, or would you
Now, the
look
whole of
against
Europe. The whole of Europe is the same on the tax laws.
Really?
So
Yeah.
when they say we got out of Europe and Brexit is an issue,
Yeah.
Brexit's only an issue for travelling.
Yes.
Brexit's not an issue because I don't think so. I'm still going to go on my marches. I'll still see you at the marches. I would have been at the
Yeah.
other march because I couldn't
Yeah.
get there because I couldn't leave the country, could I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still don't want immigration, but I've gone and felt what it's like to be an immigrant. So I'm a little bit more empathetic, like the people that go there who wanna
Yeah.
live their life and want to pay,
Yeah.
like me. I'm not sympathetic to people that go on a boat, obviously,
No.
but I am sympathetic to people that want to go to England and better their life. I came here to do that, didn't I? So
Yes.
it's
Yes.
changed my mind a little bit about people trying to better their life, but they need to do what I do, pay for it themselves, pay for their, like healthcare over here is a joke.
Right. Is it no good?
Mate, everyone made out like healthcare in England at point of access, yeah, is a problem. Healthcare over here can cost you 32% of your salary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know someone that still waited a year for an operation. So what's the difference?
Yeah. That
I know
that that's
someone here, like a family friend here. She's got nodules on her throat. She's waited a year. So what's the
that's
difference?
right. Do you know, it's really fascinating this chat. I said because I'm telling you, there's going to be loads of people watching that, thinking, I mean, even I recently, and at my age, have been thinking, actually, do you know, I'd really like to leave the country, and it's only because I'm an older father. I've got an 11-year-old kind of stopping me, and we're not hugely financially well off or anything
Yeah,
else like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And all of that. But I have really been thinking, and often I thought about, you heading off to Poland, thinking, oh well, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do. But you're kind of putting me off that now.
Well, I think it's for younger people to emigrate. I've got to be honest. I'm
Yeah,
older.
yeah,
I think it is. There's a fella over here that's doing well, but
mm,
he bought a house. I don't know how he did it because I couldn't. But I wasn't married when I got here.
yes,
I got married here. He
right,
was married in England. When he come, he was able to buy a house. I
yeah,
wasn't.
right,
Because I'm not married. Do you know, I wasn't married. Do you understand? So
yeah,
he set himself up a little bit better than me. I thought I could go and buy a house here. Mate, just
right,
my luck that people told me, hold up, in 2 months' time, there's going to be a change of law. Be careful, you get stuck.
right, okay,
So just things have gone against me. Do you understand what I mean? Like the
yeah,
tax laws might not have been so stringent, the tax issues, but they are. They might not have been. I've just took a chance, Liam.
yeah,
It's not saying that if it was the other way, I'd still stay here because
yeah,
the fact that walking down the street is far prettier than it is sometimes
yeah.
walking through London. Do you understand? Or Birmingham. Do you know what I mean? Um,
Have you got bored over there? I got there was a feeling that
yeah,
yeah.
because I can't do anything without the visa.
And do you know what it is? It's because you're very entrepreneurial. Because people may not know that, but you had a difficult past, and like you turned your whole
Mm.
life around, and you've become a successful businessman, and you've done very well. So you're obviously like well driven as a person, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? So therefore, you must be really frustrated when you get there and you can't do something.
Mate, it's been like being in open nick
Right? Yeah.
because I couldn't travel.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that fucked us up for Brexit.
Yes.
The only thing. The other things, Europe's banging trouble. We think we're in trouble. Europe
Right.
are banging trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regarding Poland's doing okay, the economy, but the rest of the bloc isn't.
Yeah.
You know, you hear snippets here where they're talking about leaving Europe. You hear it.
Yes.
You hear little things. But there's a couple of other issues. I don't speak Polish. Why should they speak English? I don't expect them to, but then that's where I come at a problem. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And
Um,
that's tough. How I years ago in my youth, I fell madly for some woman in Austria, right? And
yeah.
I went over and lived there for. I didn't last long. I got to be honest. I was only there like about a month. And one of the things which was so awful about it was the fact is that you couldn't speak to anybody. Do you know what I
Correct.
mean? They're all speaking, and you felt disincluded. So if there was like some people came around for dinner, you sat there, and then occasionally they would say, "Oh yeah, he said that," and the one person
Yeah,
who was
yeah, that's
speaking.
exactly what I've had for 6 months. Yeah, yeah, six,
Yeah,
7 months.
it is. It was so frustrating, and actually broke the relationship up because what happened? Just for me, I started feeling like really inadequate. I couldn't contribute to anything. I couldn't go out and sort of work. It was difficult for me to get the work because all my work was in England. It's not easy, is it?
No, 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 no. Like I thought about setting myself up a business here, and I set the
Yeah.
wife up. We set up as a limited company. We had to
Mm.
change it to sole trader
Right. Okay. Because
because
you
I
couldn't do it.
can't, I can't draw anything off it.
Right.
What's the point in me owning businesses, and I can't do anything with the money?
No. So
Uh,
would it have to be anything that you do would have to go through your wife as
yeah,
the
but
thing?
then she reaches her tax limit quicker than the two of us do, doesn't she?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you're sort of stuck, Liam, you know? So, like I
Yeah.
say, Poland people have been, I met some idiots. They've got a few
Yeah.
idiots on steroids with bad attitudes, pissheads.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've got a few of that. There's a drink problem here, definitely.
Yes.
But there ain't a drug problem here. Not that you see, you don't see it.
Yeah, it was funny. Well, I remember working in Finland actually years ago, and everybody the drinking was just
Drinking,
out.
there's nothing else to do. Do you know what a
No,
Polish night out is?
tell us.
Pull your table out, invite all your friends round,
Yeah,
drink in the house, eat in the house, be merry. Now that's all
yeah,
good.
yes,
But how do you do that when you don't speak Polish?
yeah.
And it's I tried. I've tried for months and months to learn Polish. I know a lot more than you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
enough to have a big conversation. I know how to ask how they are. I know how to say where I live. I know how to do that. You know,
yeah.
but
How's your
no,
wife coping with it all?
she wants to go back to England.
Does she? Yeah.
Yeah, she says she's been treated terribly.
Well, even though she is Polish,
Yeah, yeah, and my daughter definitely.
why is your wife being treated badly?
It's the system, the
Right,
bureaucracy. She left.
right.
She's not. She don't know that you don't know nothing. You ain't been here for 21 years.
Really?
Yeah. And it's the system, Liam. Like we moan about England, and I haven't been the first, mate. People are going to say, "Ah, you mug, take it back." I'm not going to take back the bad things I said about England because they're fucking
No.
still bad. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But
yeah,
my personal circumstances don't allow me to live how I want to
mm,
live here.
yeah.
It's impossible. So I'm going to have
Well,
to go back to England, and I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to England. I'm going to buy a property in a village up north in Yorkshire, and I'm going to go and live there, out the way.
well, why that? Because I mean, you've got a successful. Will your railway business and all
Yeah,
that? Will that?
same. It's just
Will it,
I'm mobile. Yeah, I'm mobile. I've got someone that works for me, and England's small. England's small. It's not like here it takes you hours to get anywhere. It's
yeah.
just England's small, isn't it? You can
Is that business doing all right?
up and down.
Yeah,
Keir Starmer's done his best to do us over with a contract. Like half of the half of the high speed two's been knocked, isn't it? That affects
yes.
me.
Oh,
Um,
really? Does
ha-
it? Yeah,
yeah, half of the projects that had funding, the funding's been cut on the railways. The railways has took let's talk politics. The
yeah.
railways has took an absolute hammering from Labour.
Really?
Absolute hammering. They took all the money out of the government. They give it all to the drivers. And
Yes.
Liam, I'll say this now to you, in all
Yeah.
fairness, yeah, there will be a railway accident within the next 2 years.
Really?
100%. And let me tell you why. I've been 30 years on the railways, and every time a government do this, there's
Yeah.
accidents. Hatfield, Paddington, where's the other one? Boreham Wood. I've been 30 years, I've witnessed it, right?
Really?
You withdraw the maintenance costs and you withdraw project planning to upgrade the system, and what you get is a derelict railways that's 200 years old.
Bloody hell! So
Mate,
that's
and
the spirit.
so the maintenance they cut back on, which is exactly what happened at Hatfield.
Yes.
Yeah, and it killed loads of people when the train come off and wiped out people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I worked on that, so I worked on that, protecting that after the people died on the train. So I've seen it. So I'm telling you, the Labour, they need to go up. I'm even going to come back, and I've got an email asking again, do I
Mm.
want to represent reform?
Yeah. What about that? Now this is
Yeah,
interesting
well,
because
I'm
I get.
thinking about it, but I've got a criminal record, and I don't know how that weighs. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the sorry to interrupt, but one of the things about
Right.
that, I mean, I've often thought about, standing for reform because I get the email saying,
Yeah,
do
you
you want
do
to
well.
stand?
You would.
But it's no good. It's no good because one of the on the second page of what they say is, what's your presence on social media?
Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Is there anything that you've done in the past that's embarrassing or, that's gonna, that they're gonna dig up and throw at you and stuff like that? Well, I've got that, not in the way that you've got, but just by the very fact that I'm associated with, I've interviewed a lot of criminals.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah,
all
yeah,
pictures
yeah.
of me with, Mad Frank Fraser.
Yeah, yeah,
All,
yeah, 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 yeah.
all it's going to take is, oh yeah, there's your new reform candidate, and there he
Yeah,
is with, Dave Courtney, Mad Frank, Charlie Richardson, or
yeah, 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 yeah.
whoever it
Yeah.
is. Even though I don't have a criminal record.
No,
Also,
they tie you to the same. They'll do that.
yeah,
Why are you talking to Stephen? Like, why? That's how they
yeah,
are. There's them and
yeah.
us. But
Because
maybe
you'd be great at it. You'd be a great candidate. And it seems to me you've got to be. I also, as an actor, years ago, I appeared in a couple of dodgy movies, right,
yeah,
which would immediately be recycled somewhere. Here he is.
yeah.
I don't know if you know that much about me, but I used to be a kids presenter on TV on BBC. And I appeared in some movie where there was a lot of topless birds running around the place and stuff like that. And
Yeah, they'll
I,
just drag out. There he is, the misogynist. There he
that's it.
is. Look at him, misogynist. They'll call you another Master Bake Off man, wouldn't they? That's how they start
Yeah.
next week. I
So,
hate it now. I mean,
yeah,
there's things in England that are fucked, aren't there? Let's be honest. I
yeah,
swear, I swear. There's things in England that are fucked.
yeah,
But I'm going to say this now. I've been all over the world, and I've lived here and lived in Singapore. Singapore's not bad, but I was young. I was working. It
yeah.
was all right.
Right.
But I've lived here, and there's no place like home, is there? Unfortunately,
Yeah.
and
It's
maybe
such
that.
a, it's such an interesting thing, this, because it's so against the narrative that everybody is at the moment, because we're all thinking, will America take us? Will, somewhere else take us? Because we all want to leave Starmer's horrendous England, but it shows you it's not that easy, is it?
No, it's mate. There's politicians in every country, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah,
Just a different type. Here, it's very communism. For communist, it's exactly like that.
yeah.
It's exactly. If I could imagine what it's like in East Germany in 1976, I'm
Really.
sitting in it.
Oh God.
Like the system is that like integrated. Like they could tell you what toothache you've got.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
and
you've
this is
got to
what
have this digital card or
you
whatever it
you
is.
can't Liam.
Yeah.
You can't possibly go shopping to buy certain things without it.
Right.
So
God.
exactly what they're saying. So I'm going to come back and 100% go on the
Yes.
marches to fight the digital ID card and go on interviews to say I've lived with digital ID.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and they say, oh, you ain't got nothing to hide. It's not about what you got to hide. It's what they can fucking find. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're looking for all avenue of revenue streams.
Yeah. Oh,
That's all that.
and
That's
it's
all it
funny.
is.
I was at the big Tommy thing in
Yeah,
September,
yeah.
and they had one of the Polish guys go on. I can't remember what his name
Yeah,
is now, but
Dominic. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know him. Yeah, I know
And
him.
everybody afterwards going, so, oh God, it must be amazing to go to Poland because he's so, that's what we want is a strong man who's standing up against immigration and this, that, and the other. Now, after this interview, nobody's going to go anywhere. You know
No,
what I
but
mean?
it's not that. What he's saying is right, but then that comes
Yes.
down to me and you. It's not a colour thing of immigrants.
No,
It's
no,
they don't want any immigrants.
no.
Like none.
Yeah,
Not, look, I'm not saying it's everybody, yeah? I'm not saying it's
no,
everybody. It's like England. But the system doesn't want them now.
no.
Because of the Ukrainians, they've changed everything. So when the
Yeah,
Ukrainians come in, it was a political party called PISH, yeah?
right,
And now it's not. Now it's Tusk.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tusk is pro-European, pro-immigration.
Hmm.
Okay. But then you've got Navrocki, who's just been selected as the president.
Yes,
So you have a far, far, far right president
right.
and a far left PM.
Yeah, okay. This is
So
not going to work.
where
But,
where are the people?
yeah.
So
So,
the top, it's crazy, like.
oh no, so we've got about 5 minutes left on this.
That's
So,
right.
so
Yeah.
what's going to happen? You're going to pack the bags, but you've got to get your visa first, or are you stuck there till you get your visa?
No, I'm out. I can leave. I can't get back in. But my visa's in process. But like I say, it already come back. It said historical criminal record. So I've asked for it to be looked at.
Right. Okay.
So
Uh,
yeah.
so
So
when
here
do you
they
think?
don't tolerate nothing. I went for an interview. My wife had an interview, and I had an interview within seconds of each other to question her, question me. It's like it's not. They don't muck about.
No, really.
No,
So when do you think you'll come back? When do you think you'll be back?
3 weeks I'll be back because the kid's got to go to school. She can't miss no more school.
And are you looking forward to being home?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit. Well, like I say, it's been like an open prison
yeah. So will
because
you
life's
get
been restricted.
what will you do? Will you be going back down to Millwall? You'll be what will you do?
Well, first thing when I get home, I'm going to go and see my grandkids.
Yes, be
I haven't
wonderful.
seen them. I haven't seen them for half a year, mate.
Right. Well,
So,
that'd
and
be amazing.
yeah, I missed the birthday. That's what done me. That's when I said I've got to go. I can't wait no
Yeah,
longer
yeah,
because it's just everything in it. But like I say, the country's beautiful. It is. People say, yeah, the demographics of it are lovely. But the economic bureaucracy is
yeah,
like something you've never seen.
yeah. God,
It's like they
so I
want
guess
everybody. My missus described it. Sorry to interrupt. My missus described it, and it describes communism. They want everybody to have the same.
right.
They
How
don't want
about
rich
though?
people or
Supposing you
youngsters.
were like incredibly well off. So supposing you've got your £1 million in the bank and you don't want to work, so you don't need to work. Would it
Still got to
work?
pay for your medical care.
Yes. Yeah.
They'll still ask you after. That's why I'm leaving before the 12 months are up.
Yes.
Because if I stay here till the 12 months are up, where's your bank accounts? That's the next questions.
Right. Okay.
So I've got to leave here before then so that I
Yes.
can say, well, I only stayed there 6 months. I didn't
Yeah.
work out of there. I didn't earn any money out of there. I don't owe you
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's their net. That's why I've got to leave. I can't wait because I now know the situation. I now
Yes.
know that I can't just open businesses here and run like English businesses. No, there's a lot to be considered in England. People go around knocking people. Yeah, they do. That should be stopped. That
Yes.
if you don't pay an invoice in Poland, you go to prison.
Really.
Yeah. If you
That's
listen to this, Liam,
yeah.
we'll end on this. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
here's one for you.
Yeah.
So the tax laws in England for evasion are prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tax laws in England for avoidance, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tax laws in Poland don't pay what we tell you to pay. Get up to 25 years, over 200 grand.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
there's
it
people
looks
in
like
England, isn't it? Yeah, people in
yeah, it
England
looks
paying
like I'm not
VAT.
going to be visiting you in Poland then. I thought I might, nip out at some point and say hello. That saves me getting my fingerprints done in the
No, it's
old.
a lovely, it's a lovely city. Well, I'll be getting them coming back in, won't
Oh
I?
well, it's good. It's good to. It'll be good to have you back, mate. Is
Yeah,
what I will
cheers,
say.
mate. I'll
I'll
see
be
you on the
seeing you
next march.
on the marches and
You will, yeah, you
I'm
will, yeah,
going to have
you
a
will.
lemonade with you sometime. So you're going to before we finish, you're going to head up to Yorkshire or something, are you? Is that what you're going to
I,
do?
I, I had property up there before and I sold it, so I'm thinking I'm going to buy a derelict bit of land, yeah, up in
Yeah.
Yorkshire and go up there, yeah, in a couple of years, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, look, we
Yeah.
really wish you the best, Stephen.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. It's been good talking to you again, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always love to speak to you. So, I'll see you on a march and hopefully see you more often.
Yeah, let's hope so. Speak to you
Yeah.
soon.